If we don't put humanity at the foundation, which means the care and the responsibility to the other person's life and spirit, nothing else matters, because we saw how very advanced cultures and there was great art going on at the time, and there was great advancement, and it didn't help the Shoah, the Holocaust, to exist. So while we are making art, and which is really probably the highest current of communication, if you're thinking about different ways of communication, I mean, the lowest maybe would be shooting somebody. It's always also a communication from one to another, but art is a very high level of communication. But before all of that, we do have a responsibility, and we do have to remember. So I'm very honored to take part in this exhibition. It started a while ago, a few years ago, while filming 50 people in the age of 50 in Russia, and 50 people in the age of 50 in Romania, 50 people in the age of 50 in Israel. And then I asked them to walk while giving hands, so they can become like a human chain. It's a chain of continuity, this kind of march through the landscapes, through the space, through time. When I think about the history, I always think about it as a timeline, but also a timeline of breaks, of cracks. I always start with reality. I'm recording or collecting things from reality. So if someone would look at it, they might think it's animation, but it's real people. And I think that even if I erase it, I break it, change it, rearrange it, mix them together, something always survives in the image. Some particles of existence always stay, that you can feel the realness of it. I always feel that bad filming of a reality is always better than a good animation of a reality. And so then there was this decision after filming them to reduce them to a size of a text. So they would represent notations of a text. And the text is really sort of an unresolved text about humanity in a way, but also about this, vast motion of people. It could be migration, it could be refugees, it could be just something, doesn't look too good, but anyway, they're still walking. So, and in the center of the walk, there is this break, there is this crack that is like a paper that is torn. It is the tear of time that I was talking about. But what is especially that I made for this place with thinking about Poland, because we do share a moment in history which is, not only the lowest point for humanity and history, but it is the biggest crack and break for the Jewish people, but also for the Polish people. And so I not only wanted to do the crack and the break, but I wanted also to create a landscape of that. And the landscape, because after every break and a crack, there is a new beginning. It's all, about creation or construction and destruction and reconstruction. So there is this landscape that starts with a crack, and then it goes to some kind of horizon of a continuation, and things look like they may be healed, and then it becomes a mountain, which is, on one hand side an elevation, but it's also very threatening. And, you might have your own references in mind. It could be a mountain of something rebuilt, but it could be a mountain of ashes for me, with my association, that especially when I'm here. But so there is this landscape. It's almost like a mental or emotional seismograph, maybe a seismograph of history also.